Hey guys, it's Jay here again, talking to you on Sunday, and hopefully you'll get to see in the footage, but it's a gorgeous day out. Had a great workout, started the first day of PH3, so we did squat, bench, and dead, 70%-ish of each of our maxes. I'll show that footage before this. We decided to hop on it after completing the 6 weeks, the 6-week Johnny Candido thing. Our WIC scores, I guess, weren't high enough. I think mine's sitting around 320. The others approaching 300. Lane suggests that you don't hop on until your WIX is like 350, but then a little blurb at the bottom is like, all right, that's a pretty high standard, so 300, fine. So I just thought it'd be fun. I know it's known for really high volume, heavy weight, and there's a lot of hypertrophy, so that sounds awesome. We're excited to start that. And you can catch those lifts on our Instagram page at Strength Through Steel. So yeah, what I'd like to talk to you guys today is give you an update on where I stand with the club and some other updates on things I'm doing here. It'll kind of continue the theme of how to start something and how to manage your time. So let's see, where should I begin? Well, I've been putting some feelers out, getting other people to hop on this style of program. Some people who are new to lifting, I wanted to get them introduced the right way, so we didn't hop into anything advanced. I've just been teaching people how to bench, squat, and deadlift with good form. That's more of the powerlifting style, I guess you could say. The information's not coming from me. I'm definitely not an authority on this. I just watched a ton of stuff from other content creators on YouTube and distilled that into the information I think is important just to get people started. We're not putting any weight on the bar. We're also emphasizing stretching and rolling out beforehand just to keep, everyone intact. Really trying to prevent injuries, trying to foster a love for the sport rather than, oh, this is a chore, I gotta get through it. And people are really taking a liking to it, and they're finding, talking about it and talking about diet too, which is what I'm going to touch on in a second. Very interesting. So for me, diet is not as important as it should be, I guess one could say. I try to stay healthy, but there's just so much conflicting information out there. It's really hard to find what's true, I guess you could say. My friends often talk about, oh, why don't you eat meat? Why don't you eat animal products? This and that. It's not that I abstain from it entirely. I mean, I haven't eaten red meat or poultry in over a year. It just isn't appealing to me anymore. But then you have people who are saying, oh, you're really undercutting your gains if you do that. You're going to throw off this and that, and you're not getting a full amino profile, whatever. So that's just kind of an issue that I want to address in the club once we get it set up. I just want to see where everyone's at so we could kind of find a diet that a college student could follow feasibly on dining hall food and still make gains that are consistent with expectations. And I think another thing that I learned is that expectations have to be tempered. I went up on bench and squat after the program, but my deadlift just didn't go up like I thought it would. And now I can squat 385, but I can't deadlift any more than 375. It is a real pain, and I really don't know why that is. Some explanations that have been offered to me is like, oh, maybe it's time to get equipment, maybe it's time to get a belt and proper shoes, proper this, proper that. That's possible. I'm still learning hook grip, so that could be part of it. But I don't really know what it is. If you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to let me know. But yeah, that has taught me to see things like powerlifting, and you could extrapolate that to other things like schoolwork. It's a constant progression forward. It doesn't matter if the leap forward isn't as big as you thought it was. At least you're moving forward. And even if you fall back, it's just more of an impetus to keep putting more into it. So that's kind of where I stand with that, and I think that ties in nicely with um, my progress on the club. I've been more involved with other clubs here. We've been doing a lot of work in the community and on a local farm, just a lot of manual labor. It's been really, really fun. Um, it just takes up a lot of time. And I think maybe I need to put in more. If I really want to get this club started, I got to put in more time. So I'm going to try to devote 30 minutes a day to working on something that'll further this club because I really don't want to just talk about it. I want it to be a thing. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I think, I don't know who's coming at you tomorrow or the next day. I think it might be Yanni. But for me, next time, I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about kind of my transition. Now that I'm really powerlifting focused, I want to get my other friends in here and see how they feel about this switch because it's really different for everybody. Everybody, I was preaching bodybuilding for a long time, and my friends are on board with that because they were also doing it before we even got here. But now that we made this big switch, I'm curious to see what they think about it. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. If you don't feel like subscribing, maybe check out our other videos. If you like our stuff, then you can subscribe. If not, don't. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. As always, suggestions in the comments, always appreciated no matter what you have to say. And thank you for watching.